I was on Twitter and apparently someone passed away at the age of 80, you know, very long life. Do you guys remember Vlad? I guess his last name was Plasmius. Vlad from Danny Phantom. Apparently the guy who voiced him passed away. Yeah, they had a lot of other roles too. But Saber, thank you so much for the lurks. Zen, Clouds, how is it going? Clouds. Hold on, let me put my phone over here. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go live earlier, like about an hour or so ago. But my PC was giving me some issues, so I will have to know if the audio is okay. Like I finally got around to doing some what do you call it? What's that thing called? When your cable management. I finally got around to some cable management. So yeah, that kind of like screwed me over, and there were some updates that really got around to messing with me, and I suck at PC stuff, so shout out to Weeb Mama for helping me out with that. Yeah. But yeah, Zen, I was adding a good amount of Bochi emotes. It is Bochi, right? You guys aren't gonna tell me it's Boki, but Bochi the Rock. So yeah. Coolio as well. How's it going, dude? Mama poppin'. Wait. Where the fuck is Twitch's scroll bar? What do you mean? Like on your laptop? You might have to... I don't know. But yeah, you know what, Coolio, you're right. It probably wasn't me who was giving the PC some issues because I was cable managementing. There were some updates, and yeah. There's no scroll wheel on the laptop. Oh, on the touchpad, aren't you supposed to use like 2 fingers and scroll down or up? Something like that. Magic? Yeah, I only know that because I was also like really curious, like, what is this? How do you make this work? And of course, yeah, you just gotta find like the right way to finger it. But yeah, thank you again, Mama, so much for helping me out. You're magic. I love your face. Thank you so very much for helping me out with the PC stuff, the audio stuff. So yeah, let's see what we can do for the short time that we have. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm also a little bit tired. I did want to go live way earlier today with some climbing in all caps, but I unfortunately was not able to. Let's get some judgment going. Let's get some judgment going, and yeah, I hope tomorrow we also have more time to stream, but we'll have to see. If there is a stream tomorrow, it'll probably be later than anything. So yeah. Had to lock the phone for a bit. Back now. Hey, yo, why are we locking the phone? You know, what's going on here? You know what, though? I know we ended off here, but I also did want to do some more story. Because I did look up how many chapters we have left to go through. And apparently this game has 13 chapters. So we have some stuff to do. We have some stuffs. Son of a... But yeah, let me know how the audio is, guys. I will adjust as much as I should. judgment on you for cheating as Mario? What do you mean? I also did want to play some Mario Party today, but yeah, I was kind of ish all over the place today. But soon, bruh. They make your favorite Dr. Pepper flavor in Zero. Oh, that strawberry shortcake one? Can we... This guy still isn't dead, though. Oh, man, I hate these enemies. Like, sure, they're not blocking as much as Yakuza 3, but I still hate these enemies with a passion. Wait, did I take a hit? Can I eat all you got, bro? Or is it all to go? Sure, then. I don't know, I just always lock my phone when I gotta get it pulled out, but when I gotta do something real quick. Full show.
Thanks.
You can't let everyone know what you're up to, you know? But yeah, I also know it's been like over 3 days since we've gone live. And I was like, you know what? We gotta get some stream in. Cause I've also been really tired lately. And trying to do some stuffs. But I was like, you know what? We gotta get back on it. Even if it's an hour of just chilling, you know, why not? Nikki slacking for sure. See, it's just
perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
time to head for the home of Ehara's victim. Who doesn't know we're dropping by? Yokaru, how's it going? Had a 1 hour stream today too. Sometimes you just gotta. You know, even if you're tired, you're just like, I could do an hour. I could do an hour, right?
Well, the best we can hope for is that she'll hear us out.
But it was against my will. Yeah, I've just been doing some stuff, and I've been very, very tired as well. I've been waking up really, really early. Like a lot earlier than I should have been. Oh man. And see, it would also be times where I'd be like, yeah, I could probably G-subs it. But it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, sorry guys. I'm hoping to get everything worked up, twerked around, and get everything running back as smoothly as possible. Also, story time.
Assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Wait, they stole your last social media friend away from you? What do you mean?
Showing up unannounced
to a different department?
So let's just hope she's willing to talk.
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
Even Taru-san couldn't whip up a solid approach for this. Are we really out of luck here? How's the audio now? I know it's hard to tell compared to this, but
I don't have time.
check 1 2
I'm going to have to
1 2.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
I can't let this be the end. I need to talk to her into opening this door somehow. Sweet talk her?
Mamiya-san. Scratch that. Yui. You have a charming voice, you know that?
I'm sorry, what?
See? You did it again. The way you talk, it's like satin and velvet. Any chance I could hear you say a few other things?
You know how tempted I am to slam the door in your face right now.
No, don't do that. Sorry. That was a terrible strategy. Please, miss.
All right, what do you guys say? Make it quick and simple. Emphasize other tech. Did you finish? Luigi's Mansion 2? I think I see you rated out to the wheel man, dude. How was the rest of Luigi's?
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Hara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ahara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help. Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mamiya-san.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this over with already.
Ooh, this is gonna be something.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
We could use a conversation opener with Mamiya. Let's take a quick look around for something useful. Okay. Yeah, he was originally from photography, and they ended up getting rid of the department, which was he was adopted into social media. They decided to bring it back, and they made him lead for the revamped photography tab. Yo, that's dope though. Congrats to them or him. Yeah, that's dope. And yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, Clouds. GG's tech. Yeah, I'm doing well. Other than the heat, the tiredness, I really can't complain. But yeah, GG's to you as well, Clouds, for finishing up Somnium Files. I tweeted out too, because Benny was asking what game should she stream. And I did recommend it to her Zero Escape and Somnium Files because she was trying to find some games since they were on, you know, the whole Steam sale going on. And speaking of also that, I don't think I really have the alerts going on or anything, but I do have something set up for a throne set up for the PC upgrades, which we desperately need. So then maybe also we don't have to wait for PlayStation sales, but try to work around with Steam sales. And also Arizona, because I don't know if I've told you guys, but you know, I grew up drinking a lot of Arizona. But yeah. But yeah, hopefully everyone's been alright. Hopefully the heat hasn't been too bad. Okay, I got a question. Yagami can't talk to him, but he gets girlfriend somehow. That's paid DLC, Coolio. I don't think I can show you, but in Lost Judgment at least, it's a paid DLC. Game's fun. We'll probably do runs of it. Let's go! Yeah, I know you were talking about that. Dude, that'd be super cool to watch, Tech. Guess it's more of a statement. It's another last social media person outside of the new job. New people recruited this year. Oh! Are they gonna give you like an OG like outfit for it? You know this stream gonna turn more than a minute? Wait, more than a minute? You know, I'm going for an hour. I'm estimating an hour, you know. I'm estimating an hour. At most till midnight my time, but we'll see. Yeah, got me over here always being sus. I'm happy for him. He's a super nice guy and his picks are great, but I get you. It's like a bittersweet, right? PlayStation sales, I would say, happen way more than Steam. Do they? But the Steam sales are crazy, aren't they? That's kind of also why I want to become a PC gamer, because I'm like, bruh, if I could get these games for like way cheaper, I don't see why not. Yo, Jen, how's it going? Yeah, I wanted to do at least a 1 hour stream, but I've done 1 hour streams in the past and they've proven
Suspicious.
to make me just be completely full of shit, where people are like, yeah, you're gonna do a 1 hour stream. A 1 hour stream, Niku. Yeah. And Severu as well. See what I mean? You know that, I know that, we all know that. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's like Diego. Yeah. Standard deviation of 3 hours. I think the most it'll leave and go is 3 hours, but I'm really aiming to try to fall asleep a little after midnight. So yeah. Steam sales do hit different. True. Yeah, that's why. And you could be more of a gamer means me doing more tech support. I mean, if I also learn how to do more tech support stuff, you know, I don't see why not. The child's drawing, probably of his mother. They even put it in a nice frame. How cute. Okay. How do you open this? Baseball? Tire? Connected to a bike? A children's bicycle. Obviously that belongs to the boy we just met.
What the?
If I remember correctly, Yui Mamiya lives here with her husband and son. They seem pretty happy in this picture. Well, I'm kind of glad. I wouldn't want them to keep a picture where they're not happy, Yagami. Also, I was so glad also watching Ben's stream today. There were so many awesome streamers today. Kudos to you guys. Why is this just here? Yeah. Why is this just here? Is this not a light switch? They must use this. She likes pots? What else do you want? Am I not finding everything in here? Oh. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I didn't know we could go inside the door, right? I thought we were stuck in the hallway. Oh my god. Found my laptop. Now I see those bocce emotes. Let's go! Dude, they're so freaking good. They're so freaking good. Alright, they have a fridge attached to those papers. It was probably a 2-in-1 deal. Should also add that we do a PC, get the PC parts to do it. I don't want to do a PC building stream though. I feel like it'd be, I don't know. I even put the camera I had away today. Just trying to make more use out of my USB ports, you know? Alright, you better not be doing that libido dance over there.
Hey.
Are there cats to find in this game too? I don't think there are, like in Judgment 1, where there are cats in every cutscene or every investigation, which sucks because I definitely would have loved to find more cats. But yeah, also welcome to the laptop world, Coolio. Dude, those emotes are so good. It's good content. Gotta get the content mindset. Sheesh. I'm sure that laptop's full of useful data. Are we gonna steal it? Are we gonna steal it and find all her 7 TV emotes?
Suspicious.
Suspicious. That's you, Mamiya. Wife, mother, office worker, and victim of Ahara's perversion. Kids gotta stop. Okay, they got the same train in Ikebukuro, where she ended up having to suffer through Ihara's groping her. Yeah, okay, but what about Yui, Mamiya's 6-year-old son? Cute kid. I'd guess he just started grade school. He seems pretty excited by visitors dropping by. Looks like his dad's not home yet, though. Okay.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going over those details with us?
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No, what you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic, hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well, perhaps.
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here.
Great, now the pressure's really on. Seems to be a recurring thing lately. I don't know if they call a kid twitching in the corner cute. You know, it's like, what was that one kid? I don't know, I guess there were some kids, right, that went viral when they were just shouting random things. I also wouldn't call that cute, but you know.
In the security footage as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ahara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for them to be that packed.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
Yes. And then I felt the back of his hand against me. It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy. We're almost done.
Looks like this is going to be ending soon no matter what. I should keep my questions brief. Up to now, I haven't heard any contradictions between Mamiya's account and the security footage.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
I'm just curious as to why he has his mask down.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ahara-san while running?
His cap was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed, "That man grabbed me!"
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out, so I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
What do you mean?
Thanks for the clip, Mama. Honestly, the PC updates would also help in trying to make clips as well, because oftentimes I have to like reset things from my stream deck so I could clip something that I find to be like funny or something to like actually work on an edit. So yeah, there's also that. I don't have to. It's a lot better. But yeah, Yui Mamiya's storylines with her testimony from the trial. But there's one thing that it contradicts. What does it contradict, though? This isn't tied to her. I don't know, sure.
This is Ahara's transit card.
Yes, and what about it?
It recorded the time Ahara passed through the ticket gate on the day of the incident. That was 7:43 a.m. on the morning of October 7th. However, the train you and Ahara boarded was the 9:06 departure, which means Ahara hung around at the platform for nearly an hour and a half after passing through the gate.
That has nothing to do with me.
How exactly does that contradict what Mamiya-san said earlier?
Oh, shoot.
Let me cook.
Yeah, that wasn't what I had.
Let
in
me
mind.
cook.
If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Okay, how does it connect to you? Who let him cook? What do you, there's a, you know, okay. What if this is it. True.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I don't have the proper ingredients right now. This has nothing to do with her, right? Right?
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean.
No.
Oh, if you'll allow me to...
Okay. Okay. I don't know what this would do. Are we gonna have to see her underwear? All right.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean.
No.
Oh, if you'll...
Fine. We'll go with the footage. But how? How?
Well, on the same day, at 6:30 a.m. in Yokohama...
Okay, so we're not gonna
teacher
talk
named
about her
Hiro
underwear?
Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, Ihara-san here is the murderer.
what?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit. And for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
I started that as a joke, but I didn't realize it was the answer. Yeah, and as Kilio says, like I mess up on this constantly. But you know, it's nice to see the humor.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Kaito-san. Also, speaking of Kaito-san. Oh.
Yo, it's me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
You do that.
I thought you'd get mad and say, "Why'd you show me that?" and be funny. That's just called cooking easy for real. Wait. Am I just supposed to go back? Wait up. Where's the store? I don't want to fight more people. I just want to stuff my face real quick. You cool with that, bro? You cool with that? Leaving nothing else for anybody in Kamurocho. I'm set. You think Yagami eats miso crispy beef cat food? Nah, right? Alright. I know we just left, so I'm kind of like, all right. But yeah, you know what? We stay cooking. We stay getting cooked sometimes. Uriel left her spot on the couch to watch stream. Hey, good, Uriel. How are you doing, Uriel? Are you having a great night? Office worker comes in at the end of work trying to get some food and try to find some dude looking kind of sus. Bought the whole store. You know what? I should return some of that, but I don't think. Okay, if I were to return the food now, would that not be extra sus? Like, what can I do now? Like that she got closer after hearing her voice. Good kitty.
Are we ready, Yagami-san?
What about hearing
Let's
their
start with our visit
voices?
to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means...
Who uploaded Hana's video or murder footage to the internet?
Ahara posted the video himself.
Ahara's been under police or court surveillance for the past 2 months straight.
Maybe he set it up as a delayed upload, where the video automatically got posted at a specific date and time.
Did he really think that far ahead? Although, I guess it sounds more reasonable if he had acted alone.
That's true. Let's come up with a simpler theory. Those detectives for Kanagawa, they'd spoken with Sari-san about the case already, right? Maybe they uploaded the murder video, so they could get to Ahara and question him about Mikoshiba. Don't forget, up until the video went public, HQ refused to let Kanagawa PD anywhere near Ahara, so they were totally cut out of the loop. But now that everyone's seen Ahara commit murder, the time for department competition is over and done with.
If that's the case, the detectives' plans went south. Remember the position the higher-ups are taking? Because of the prosecution's stance on the video, the police can't make a move. In other words, all the detectives would have done was make it harder to question Ahara.
Not only that, don't you think it'd be way too risky for a police officer to leak that sort of video?
Yeah, I doubt the detectives did it. But at least we've eliminated one potential misstep. We're that much closer to the right answer.
You're welcome.
I get that you're trying to reassure me, but it's actually just making it worse.
Is it? Then the plan's going great.
I fucked up the timing somehow. Wait, for Shiko? Or Shika?
That prosecutor in charge of the harassment case, Takano was it? He posted Mikoshiba's murder footage online to ruin Ahara's reputation.
Why would he need to ruin him? He was already convicted as a sex offender. Do you really have that low of an opinion of prosecutors?
I agree. That doesn't make much sense.
All right.
I don't think it makes any sense.
Is this how everyone feels whenever I try to cook?
The murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they
What the
wanted to make
fuck?
a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's
But
killing.
look, this is when I'm locked in. This is when I'm locked in and I'm cooking. Right here.
Almost
Right
as if to
here.
say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example,
Jeff, man.
the true culprit would be taped.
Jeff,
murder
are you getting
Mikoshiba.
coffeeed up?
Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in? Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
But we couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform.
I wasn't gonna pause, but I missed you too, Jeff. I missed all you guys. I know. I've also been missing your streams, man. I know you haven't been streaming, but I miss you, man. And yeah. Greg's delivers. Okay, let me go through more of the story, and then we'll keep talking.
Ihara was constantly on camera.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
Ihara wasn't constantly on camera between Ikebukuro Station and Shinjuku, and the proof is... I know what the proof is.
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku Station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see. Hey. Suspicious.
I think I remember there being one that doesn't...
It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ahara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah! Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ahara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
If everything on the day of the murder, included the train groping, was planned from start to finish, what else can we possibly deduce?
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ahara all along?
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this, and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her and no one but the three of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
It's not a suggestion I'm fond of, but I have to consider the possibility of Mamiya playing a part in this conspiracy.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ahara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... She could have even called attention to the real Ahara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The rest is as we know it. They caught Ahara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought. If your theory is accurate, what about Ahara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ahara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later.
You know what, Jeff? True.
Ahara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible that Ahara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ahara about Mikoshiba's murder. In
Hey,
fact, their
Kylo,
only
welcome.
option is to claim the tape is fake.
I'm sure you're way out of
Managed to make
the
a
stream right
farce out of
now.
the system after all.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this,
What's up?
the obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Ahara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
A 53-year-old patrolman and a married officer, worker, and mother. The only connection between them so far is the train station itself.
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ahara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh, I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
What's that?
If Ahara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ahara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ahara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent. Originally from Ota, Tokyo.
This is the first time we hear Suzuki in a Yakuza game.
Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sota-kun, who's now in 1st grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurokawa Academy? I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly.
Actually, because I'm a boy, kind of not been playing. Full show. Glad you guys are enjoying your time. Yeah, I've been away from gaming for like a good 3 days, and I'm just like, full.
That's not where Tsukuma went, was it? Before, closing himself off to the world?
Nah, Tsukumo-san studied remotely. He told me that when we were out having drinks one night.
Wait. Tsukuma went out drinking with you?
Yeah, we had fun.
With you?
What did you guys even talk about?
Hey, why am I getting grilled all of a sudden?
I agree. This is nowhere near relevant. Yagami-san, what were you saying about Kurokawa Academy?
Oh, right.
What was that sound? I don't know what that sound was, but I heard a boom, and it wasn't from in-game. What? I'm also just like, that wasn't from outside, right? That was from my speaker? It kind of sounded like Sonic. Oh man. You know what? Yeah, let me check something out just in case it is tied to this. Cause I was like, wait, what? Okay. I don't know where that sound came from then. It was not me. But I swear I heard a sound. Unless it was me. But it's not me. I'm gonna make Ty watch me play tomorrow. Let's go! You gotta, let him know about the whole storyline, How was Escape, Jeff? It was such an awesome ride. I loved it. I definitely love to go through it again without knowing anything. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Where I ever heard the name Kurokawa Academy, I could swear that school came up recently.
Didn't I just go there to investigate a bullying? Or am I losing it?
That Seiryō High you went to?
That's what it was. Why did I think they sound similar? When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurokawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ihara?
I found the Kurokawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh,
What?
the girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little... You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High, Sawa-sensei. Ihara's son confided in her. Is she actually a Kurokawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Yo, we finished this chapter? No way. All right.
A previously unseen link is established between the groper and the victim. Charting out their relationship is akin to tracing a spider's web. But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ihara orchestrated the groping as a diversion.
Which, you know what? Yeah. To start off the next stream or the next judgment stream, should we just end it here? We got like about 14 minutes, maybe 13 minutes left to stream. Should we keep it going? Or do we call it here? Do we call it here and just be like, you know what? We'll know what we're doing next stream. We'll have a quick recap. Or should he say, nah, you were here. You knew what was going on.
And by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Oh wow, I thought even that was gonna be longer. Converging heat. Look at the cat!
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ihara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ihara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ihara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ihara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in. The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ihara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places. That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ihara. Mamiya, Ahara stand in on the train? The guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba? How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind who might be the key to all this is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa. Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ahara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ahara take his revenge.
Yeah, best not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why is that?
It's just, she's a really good teacher. She's passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first. I know she regrets the past, that a student died on her watch. And now another of her students, Mikoshiba, is found murdered. So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Can I chime in real quick? I was looking into Kurokawa Academy and I stumbled across something that may be relevant.
What's that?
Well, it happened 13 years ago, but there was an attempted suicide. A third year jumped off the school's roof after being thoroughly humiliated.
The bullying suicide from 13 years ago? Didn't Sawai-sensei mention that too? If I remember correctly, the student lived, but remains in a coma to this day.
Actually, Sawa-sensei mentioned that. She said it was a boy in her class.
Right, that's gotta be the same case then. The student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto. He's 30 now, but still in a coma.
Huh, and all that info's on the net?
It wouldn't be normally, but his mother happens to be Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Not once.
I have. It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
Vice ministers rank above most government officials, so this lady has quite a position of power at the Ministry of Health.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead. They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure. Very popular. She's kind of a new generation heroine, so to speak.
Huh.
Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
Who knows? But Reiko Kusamoto and Ahara both have children who were bullying victims. I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
Let's see. He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
Damn.
That's so cruel.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, "Don't overdo it."
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and
I don't think I have to say this to anyone who's hanging out around here. But for sure, you know, if you have someone who is bullying someone else, you know, in like school and stuff like that, just work with that, and just don't. I don't think bullying's ever been fun. But yeah.
Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing tomorrow.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery. Being that he was out committing murder at the time.
What started as a simple harassment case sure has blown up big.
These cases are rough. These cases are really rough. I'm not gonna say that I went through big I guess bully cases at all, but knowing that they've gotten this far, or I know that they have gotten heavy, it still sucks. Ordinance, they say they are for sloppy toppy. Be careful. I've had some of those. And I've heard, just check the reviews. Maybe those are good. I don't know. But yeah, you bully the bullies. Thank you, Mama. Yeah, bullies. I don't know. It sucks. It really, really does suck. It's that way, right? It's never fun. And me on the opposite side, because I've never wanted to bully anyone. I never understood the idea behind it. Like, why want to hurt someone? Maybe it's like, hey, let me look cool in front of people or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
What a waste.
Did you try the ones that make you drool? I have not. That make you drool? That's a new one. I'm trying to go in there. They make you drool a lot? Hey, yo. Rest on the couch? We have 3 minutes left showing up. Sure, yeah. We'll rest on the couch. They have some that relax your throat, some that make you excessively drool, and some that make everything taste good. Lots of options. Nice. Also, no one falls asleep with their shoes on, right? Maybe with their jacket?
Wait a minute. What?
Yo, you took your sweet time. But I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into this school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Don't you understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character. Especially when it comes to women.
Oh, sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
Mm. Mm. Was I just supposed to talk to Kaito? None this guy. Who did I choose for my girlfriend? Mama. But isn't there something else I'm supposed to do? Do I just go back to the school? Go back in there? Oh, shit. Wait, for like an actual file over there? The saga continues, Ryan's rival appears. Wait, is this the same Ryan? Wait, is this the weeb? The old, not, is it otaku? No, this is the same weeb. There's no way this is the same guy. No shot. No shot. I ran into him 3 years ago. Still finding it amusing that an American ninja came to help me fight again. No shot. All right. And he's opened up a dojo in Japan. Not sure what kind of person would go there, but apparently he's good. Oh shit. Apparently. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's not where the story goes though, right? Oh man, that's great. Yeah, where's the... I don't even know where to go. But I also gotta say, if I am really tired, like I wanted to hang out and do probably like a 3-hour stream, 4-hour stream even earlier. But I've been, yeah. Let's see. Let's see who's on chilling right now. Because I do want to fall asleep soon. You know who? You know who is on? Who are there enough people? Do you guys can you guys tell this person, hey, speed run Super Mario 64, please? I never have a raid message. I'm also not gonna be like, hey, raid message. But I used to love watching him play or speedrun. Super Mario 64. Currently, Katsu, which also went by Spitty, is currently playing some Ori and the Blind Forest. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate everyone chilling. I know it was a really short stream. You gotta give some to Artor. Let's go, Jeff. R Shock, dude. Let's freaking go. Baculio, Jeff, Mama, everyone. Kyle, thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. For today. Yeah, everyone. Just thank you so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate the chills, and hopefully tomorrow we get to do some more chills, which I swear I won't be gone for as long as I was gone. Clouds, Mama, thank you so much again. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm just trying to work on some stuff, but yeah. But yeah, hit up Spitty Katsu, awesome streamer. Tell him Super Mario 64. And yeah, hopefully, I'd love to see Spitty do some Super Mario 64 again.